Doesn't look like Facebook's online today. Cool. Instagram that is. So, thanks so much for joining me today. And joining Travel Made Simple with myself, Giles, and Check Out Travel. This is a live that we do every Friday where we just discuss any news, reviews, anything that you want to know that's travel related, anything that you're not sure about. Post it in the comments. I'll see if I can try answer it. Otherwise, send us an email to info@checkouttravel.com. This is a live where it's all about questions and answers. So please do send me, what it is that you're looking for. Today we're going to be discussing about a cycling tour that I recently did in Soweto, which is short for Southwestern Townships. It's an area in Johannesburg, and it was absolutely amazing. It was a really cool way to explore this very vibrant part of Johannesburg. Basically the tour, it started from Lebo's Backpackers. Really cool place. I've been to a lot of backpackers, and this is probably one of the best, cleanest, safest, really cool place. Definitely worth going and staying a night there to really get the full experience. Where you stay there the night, you do the cycling tour, you go out, the whole thing. And the really cool thing about this place is they've actually got a camping site there. So you can camp in Soweto, which I think is absolutely awesome. I love camping, and I think even if you're coming here as a foreigner, like to say you've gone and camped in Soweto, well, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. So, I think, when we started this, our guide was kind of chatting about the tour, about the history. And he mentioned something very poignant that South Africa is not just about beach and safaris and bush. It's about the people, and Soweto is one of the places where you're going to learn, about the people of South Africa. On the travels that I've done around the world, that's probably the biggest aspect, or the biggest kind of kickback or thing that I've got from my travels is just learning from people, learning how they live, how they think, how they operate during the day, everything. It's just really interesting. And so it was great I've lived in Joburg all my life, and it was just a great experience to go see this place. I've been there a couple of times, but it was cool, and it was great to do it by bike. And I love cycling, so that was really cool. Even though these bikes were not your they were pretty basic, but they're cool. They did the job. So anyway, you start off the tour. It's about 5-6 hours. You only ride for about 2 hours. It's not strenuous. You don't need to be like a Tour de France kind of athlete or anything like that. It's pretty chilled. There are 1 or 2 bumps, slight hills, not too bad, I promise. It's fairly straightforward. And you stop off along the way. So the first stop was learning about the hostels that was set up by the apartheid regime, basically setting them up so that they were nice and close to Joburg, where all the mines were, and they completely overcrowded these places in appalling conditions. But it was really just a place to house, cheap labor, at the time. So we kind of learnt about the history, what's happened, and kind of what's happened now. I don't know. It was interesting just to sort of see then and now. So that was interesting. Then the next stop was Hector Peterson Memorial, which obviously honors and celebrates June 16th uprising. Which was an uprising against the language of English and Afrikaans as a medium of instruction. And so that was really cool. And then from there we went to the infamous Vilakazi Street. And I say infamous because obviously that's where Nelson Mandela, the former president, and Bishop Tutu lived for part of their lives. And so that was great. And there's some great little bars, restaurants around there that you can go to. There's a lot of activity there. I must say, on the whole tour, I felt completely safe. There were at no stage did I ever felt threatened, like completely opposite. I was welcomed, everyone was cool, it was great. Anyway, back to Vilakazi Street. I didn't go into the house, into Mandela's house, but you can. Yeah. And then we ended off the tour back at Lebo's, and we had like a traditional lunch. We had like, there was a lamb stew, a beef stew, a chicken stew. There was pap, which is like a maize product. And then there was samp, it's like beans, which is, local food within the African culture. And we also had marok. Marok, geez, I haven't had that for a long time. It's like a spinach, like a green kind of spinach, and so tasty, really, really nice. I used to eat it when I was small. It was awesome. And then we went through learning about the local beers that they make, the locals make there, and how it's made and the customs that go with it, which was really cool. And that was it in a nutshell. It was just a fantastic way to experience Joburg. It's something different. It's slightly active, which is cool, but it's not too much. We met some great people, and like I said, I definitely recommend doing this, whether you live here, whether you're traveling, whatever it is. I'm definitely going to be back there and going to be doing it. I'm definitely going to take my family there and spend the night. So that's for sure. But yeah, that's about it for today. Just something small and interesting to do in Joburg. There's a lot to see in this awesome city. So you can find all our details on www.checkouttravel.com, or you can email us on info@checkouttravel.com. Next week we're going to be chatting about our corporate travel and our services and what we do and how we do it. Just something a little bit different, jumping out of the leisure kind of space. So that's for next week. And we've actually just about to launch our Jet Setters newsletter. And how that's going to work is there's going to be one Jet Setter, one newsletter that's going to go out a month. And then every Friday, we're just going to send some, bullet points, tips, suggestions, things that we like, that we've watched, that we've read, just to kind of, keep this nice and social and friendly. Hope you enjoy it. Please sign up, and it would be great to get some feedback on it as well, and what it is that you actually want to get. So anyway, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Really appreciate you joining me here, and look forward to seeing you next week. And all the best. Have a good one. Okay, bye.